Hey guys, this is Laura at the Florida Patriot channel, and I just wanted to come on today. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but I think that it's hard to follow somebody's channel if you don't know anything about them, and sometimes it's hard to understand somebody's point of view unless you know where they've been. You know what I mean? So I want to do a little bit of a bio on myself because obviously our channels are ourselves, and let you know where I've been, where I come from, and why I think some of the things I do. You know, as being in a frugal family, you see, of course, a lot of the same names, in the chat, and you're not able to put the face, with a name, and sometimes it helps us to kind of, really feel more in touch with the people if we can feel like we can see a face. Like Kelly Kaibo, I think it is. I see your name all the time in the chat, and you're always super friendly and very helpful and always have something to contribute. And I like that. And I just want to say hi to you. Scott Rogers is another one I see in the chat for Fake Truth a lot. I know he's, I think, traveling right now, so not doing a whole lot of videos. But anyway, I don't always participate in the chat. Sometimes I just don't feel like I have things to contribute. Like I'm not, you guys are saying it all. Plus, it goes so fast, sometimes I can't keep up. And if I focus on the chat, then I can't hear what the callers are saying, what people are doing. So anyway, one thing I wanted to say is that I guess we haven't heard from Marv. I don't know, maybe he said he was going to be gone for the weekend. I don't really know about, all that. But I was just worried a little bit because of the earthquake in California. The 6.4 that rocked Southern California. And if you guys will go to BP Earthwatch, his channel, he did this great video about the aftershocks and what they mean. And that honestly, it's pressure building, and that, this could have some this could go farther. This could be the precursor, I guess. So I don't know a lot about it. I'm just saying go to him and check. And, I told you guys I was going to check into the magnetosphere. And I did. And BP Earthwatch does a really good thing about how when it compresses, we're getting more of those rays. And it's heating the Earth's core. So it's all electric. We all know that. And the Earth is pushing back. And, so this pushing and pulling isn't, you know what I mean? It's hard on the Earth. And a lot more solar energy is making it through our magnetosphere, which the magnetopause, I didn't know this, but the magnetopause is the outside of the magnetosphere. And then it kind of goes around Earth. And I know, I don't even have a selfie stick. Like, I got to be honest, I can't afford to buy equipment for the channel. I do what I do to support myself and the dogs. And I'm telling you, it's all I can do. I've just started this business like 6 or 8 months ago. It's doing really well. It's actually showing a small profit, which is great for a new business. But there's just not a lot left for this kind of stuff. Like, even if I did have money left over, I'd be buying rice and beans. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, you're going to have to take... I watched Richie from Boston for 6 years, and he's done every video pretty much from his cell phone. So I'm just going to say it's not always necessary to do all that. You can have a channel and not do all that. And, of course, that's the way I'm going to be. I'm not asking you for money. I don't want money. There's no links in the description. There's nothing. I just want to spread information. I think we all need to be spreading it because nobody's paying attention. I have a sister who's West Point educated that told me the other day, West Point educated, top of her class, told me the other day she doesn't watch the news because she doesn't want to feel sad. Yep, doesn't want to feel sad. So, you know what I'm saying, guys? You just can't... It's even... Educated people are so stupid. They're the worst. My daughter went to FGCU. She came over a couple days ago, and I'm sorry, I just have such a hard time talking to anyone because they're just ridiculous. I mean, I said, just look up the solar shield. Just look up chemtrails. I'm sorry, I'm also not going to censor my words yet because the channel, it doesn't matter. If they flag it, if they cancel it, so what? I'll start another one. It's not like I got a bunch of material. Anyway, she can't even hear what I have to say. She won't even hear it. And then when I said, okay, she said, back that up, Mom. I said, okay, let me show you because I've got some Harvard research on my phone that I have looked into and that I have saved just for this conversation. She would not even look at it. Said, no, I don't trust Harvard either, which I don't either. But if you're going to say, where's your information and your backup, and then I say, here it is, and then you're going to say, oh, I don't trust that anyway, and you're not even going to look at it, then you're so closed-minded, you're an idiot. You cannot be so closed-minded that you can't, this hair is really bugging me right now. You can't be so closed-minded that you won't hear what people are saying. You won't hear it. So, I don't have a lot of friends, guys. I don't go out. I have one true friend that's there with me through thick and thin. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know, I come from a background of, I was raised in Virginia on a farm, okay? So I was a farm girl. Got married really young. Had two beautiful girls. One that I just said just graduated from FGCU, and now she's in, that fan's probably bugging you. It's right over my head. I don't care. Just graduated from FGCU, and she's now going to nursing school and works for a doctor, believes all kinds of big pharma, believes that vaccines are so good for us, and you people that aren't getting the vaccines, you're the problem. You're the problem. So, I can't even talk to my own kids, who used to be my best friends. My oldest one is going through, life right now and some things, and we're not actually in contact right now. That's what I was going to tell you, that I was married for a long, long time, and we owned a business together, and it was a floor covering business, and we were really successful, and it went really well. We built our first house in 1997, and built it together, did a great job. It was a beautiful home. That was also when everything was booming so great. And I had a best friend who was a mortgage lender. And she said, oh, let me get you this mortgage. You can pull some equity out. And we had gained equity so super fast. We thought this is the train to ride, right? We gained $100,000 in a year. I mean, this is a train to ride. So we did all these things. Well, the collapse came in 2007 and 8. And we didn't lose our home because I actually saw it come. My dad's a real estate agent. I saw it coming. I sold our house in the nick of time. But when we sold our house, we had to live somewhere. So I had to buy something. So it hadn't really crashed all the way yet. So prices were a little inflated. But I could see it coming, but there was nothing I could do. I had to have a place to live. You know what I mean? That's the way it worked out. Well, I wound up in too deep again. Big suburban, $800 a month car payment, $2,000 a month house payment. Well, let me just tell you, it all fell apart. And part of that falling apart was me getting addicted to opioids through an injury. And I went to the doctor, and of course, we all know where that went. I'm not going to bore you with this story because it's not important. Down the road, here we are, 20 years later, kids are grown. We don't make it. Him and I don't make it. During the process of him and I not making it, he actually had to call the law a few times, and it's a good thing he did. I'm a small girl, and he's a Marine. He was a Marine. Lived that life, you know what I mean? Drill instructor type of shit. And when everything fell apart, I got arrested a couple times. And I was definitely charged with felonies, but only convicted of misdemeanors. When I got in trouble, I asked the judge for help. I knew I was going to die. These drugs were going to kill me. I was going to die. So I asked for help, and he just happened to have 2 kids that were opiate addicted. He hooked me right up. So after a few months of jail, and I did my time, and then I went to rehab, and I spent a lot more time there than most people because I was older, had a lot of baggage, 25 years of using, adds up to a lot of shit. So after I got out of rehab, I lived in a halfway house for 8 or 9 months, and then I moved here to Florida with my mom. So I've been here, I'm not with my mom, but close to my mom. So I've been here about 7 years now. I have a live-in boyfriend. He does his thing. He's a pool construction guy, and which obviously in this area goes really well. And I was serving for a long time. Well, I can't serve anymore. I'm older, you know what I mean? My knees I just can't do it. That's a young girl's game, it is. So when I stopped serving, I thought, I'm going to get an office job. Well, I couldn't get a job at a call center because of convictions and on misdemeanor charges. And the funny thing was, all the charges were taking money out of a bank account that I worked 20 years to have. But his name was on the account. See, I had all the bills in my name and all the assets in his name. So I was 10 years younger than him. I'm stupid. I'm trusting. I'm very trusting. And I got really screwed. I was married for 20 some years and don't have a bit of alimony or anything. Like, I was lucky to get out with 2 bags of clothes. You know what I mean? And that was luck. So I had to start completely over, at 42. So anyway, I got here to Florida, did some serving, tried to get an office job. Couldn't do it. So last year when my boyfriend, he said, look, you know what? I'm making enough money now. You take some time off, figure out what you want to do. There's something out there for you. God opened up this door of this doggy daycare business. And it started out a little slow, you know what I mean? Of course. And then it just grew and grew and grew. And now, I don't do a lot of social media because of everything I've learned in the last few years being awake. I started waking up. I mean, I always kind of knew, but I started really waking up about 2014. Richie from Boston was my go-to guy for waking up, because waking up for me was a lot about the chemtrails. Then I started checking into 9/11, Halliburton. This morning I listened to this whole big article. It was so good about George Bush Sr. and where he fits into this mess of technology in the Silicon Valley. You should check it out. I can't remember, but if you just Google it, I'm sure you'll find what you need. I'm a tech retard. Okay, my arm's getting tired. I don't even have a freaking, what do you call them? Selfie stick. So anyway, quit serving, got the dogs thing started, and I've been awake for a while. I've been prepping for a good while. My boyfriend thinks I think he kind of turned me on to like Richie from Boston, but he thinks I consume myself with it, and maybe I do. But I'm going to make sure that we have enough food to make it at least 2 years without, because you're not going to grow crops right away. I don't even know what to grow here in Florida anyway. We just got a yard. Before this, I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, all you can do is stack food. So that's what I've been doing, stacking food, stacking supplies, making sure I have medical equipment, sanitary equipment, all this stuff. So I'm pretty into it. Like, I've devoted a whole room to this house into it. Like, I'm into it. But I just wanted you to understand where I came from and why sometimes if I make the comments I do to certain people, I actually made a comment and a lot was said about it on another channel, because every time he does a video, he's like this and he's slow talking and he is always saying, oh, it's because I'm tired. I'm a single day, I'm tired. Look, it's the same excuse I use, bro. Same one. I see it. But anyway, the reason why I say the things I do and come across the way I do is because I have experience. I'm older. And I also want to say is I'm not going to curb my shit for anybody. I do believe in the First Amendment, and I'm going to use it. And if they shut this channel down, I'll start another one. They're going to have to kill me. And I am a Christian. I do believe that God's going to have the final word. And I don't believe I'm going to heaven on the first run. I'm going to have to wear some boots and kick in that gate. You know what I'm saying? Because this old girl's done some sinning. So, but anyway, I just wanted to, touch base. I'm going to try to, put out more, every day. Just little things that I found out and know, because I listen to a lot of shit while I'm walking and doing everything I do with the dogs. I listen to a lot of shit, but it's hard for me to feel comfortable making a video. I always feel like I have to have, hair done or makeup done. And it's 100 degrees outside with 70% humidity. The minute you walk outside, at least for me, I sweat. I'm drenched. You know what I'm saying? Any makeup I had's gone. Hair goes flat the minute you walk out the door. So I'm insecure. And I feel like I have to be, like Lisa Haven always looks so pretty, That's not going to be this channel. This is going to be real shit. Real mouth. So I love you guys. I really love the Fugel fam. I do. And I love that he's getting people together. I think he's doing an amazing job with that. It's going to be important. But we all got to figure out how we're going to talk when the shit goes down. I don't know if you watched Florida Marquise and his thing about the cutting that sub and what it does. But watch it. Watch his last video on those subs. He comes from a military background. He kind of knows what he's talking about, I think. Anymore, I feel like I can be fooled about anything. I believed all the shit they've told me. All the shit I went to school and learned, bullshit. All that time, energy wasted on stuff that ain't even true. So anyway, I just wanted to say I love all of you guys. I do appreciate your support. I'm not going to say like, share, subscribe. I'm not going to do any of that. You know what to do if you like a video. You know how to make a person grow if you want them to grow. That's all there is to it. I don't want your money. Don't need your money. I want to make sure that we're all putting out something every day and reaching out to each other every day, because we're going to be all we have. Our families don't want us. Our friends don't know what to do with us. Like, they don't want to hear it. Like, we've got to each other. Those people are going to be the first ones to go and drop, because they're not going to be able to take it when the lights go out. So I love you guys. I can hear a dog in the background needing some attention. So I'll try to see you tomorrow. And I hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend. Love you guys. Bye.